everyone. It's a pleasure to see you all today, and I'm thrilled to be joined here today by some incredible partners as we make an important announcement about our upcoming World Cup matches here in Boston. I'm thrilled to be joined by Lieutenant Governor Driscoll, City Councilman, I apologize. Minuit Culpepper. My apologies. Chairman Mike Lewitz, obviously Mayor Wu, Governor Healy, Mike Lloyd, and Dion Irish from the City of Boston. So we're excited to be here today. I'm Martha Cruff. I'm the Martha Sheridan. Cruff is my maiden name. What just happened? That is so weird. Anyway, it's a lovely name. I will not tell my husband. I'm Martha Sheridan. I am the CEO at Meet Boston. And I've been so proud to work with all of these partners that you'll hear from today on bringing these World Cup matches to Boston this year. At Meet Boston, we've been working on this event for many years now. It was a collective and collaborative effort to pull together and then, of course, win our bid to host these matches. Since that time, I serve on the board of the Boston 2026 Host Committee, working alongside Mike Lloyd and his fabulous team to develop branding elements, compelling destination messaging, and of course, a structure around hosting these games. We cannot wait to welcome the world to Boston and leverage the legacy of this World Cup. I've also had the honor of being part of the Boston 26 Honorary Board, which represents a unique opportunity for corporate entities to support how we stage these matches and, of course, the affiliated events that we'll be talking about today. When we learned in December which teams would be playing here in Massachusetts, we were ecstatic. It's an amazing mix of some of the top teams in the world, including some of our top overseas source markets for the Boston area and the Commonwealth, and of course, some incredible teams that have vibrant communities here in the Commonwealth. We see the World Cup and its associated activities, including, of course, the Fan Fest, as an unparalleled opportunity to showcase our destination and all the rich culinary, cultural, and community components that make Boston and the Commonwealth an amazing place to live and visit. These matches are projected to generate over $1 billion in local economic impact, including $100 million in tax revenue and over 9,000 jobs. And at a time when our international visitors are more essential than ever, we stand together steadfast in promoting Boston and Massachusetts as welcoming, safe, inclusive, and of course, open for all. So with that, it is my privilege to introduce a great partner of mine in all things Boston and in all things tourism, Mayor Michelle Wu.
Thank you so much, Martha, for all that you do. I just hung on to my maiden name, so it makes it easier for me. I just use it. Love you, Connor. So I'm so excited to be here alongside this incredible lineup and the team that you see up here that was recognized, as well as many, many folks on the team who are in the audience and standing around the edges. So in addition to our amazing governor and lieutenant governor and everyone at the state who's been working on this, Chairman Michael Witz and all of our partners of the legislature, including State Representative Chris Worrell, I want to thank and recognize our city council partners, because what we're going to talk about in just a little bit is going to involve all of us and be very close and near and dear to what we do on a daily basis. So thank you, as mentioned, to District 7 Councilor Reverend Minuit Culpepper. Thank you to District Councilor Gabriela Coletta Zapata, Councilor Sharon Durkin, Councilor John Fitzgerald, and let me see if I'm missing anyone else. Okay, from the City Council, thank you to all of our partners who have been working so hard to make sure that everyone can be a part of celebrations in our city. And then in terms of our city teams, Chief Irish has been leading the way in preparing and making sure that we will be ready. I also want to shout out our Deputy Chief of Staff, Phyllis St. Hubert, who has been coordinating across many of our departments. Our Chief of Streets, Nick Gove, is here, as well as representatives from our Chief Owens from Boston Police and from EMS. We have our Director of Tourism, Sports, and Entertainment in the house, John Borders. I got the acronym right. And let me see who else we're missing. Director of Global Affairs, James Kalaman, Gladys Oliveros. Anyway, thank you. Amy Yandel, the queen of special events for the city of Boston. Thanks for all that you've been doing and the many, many planning initiatives that we're working on now for what will be an incredible summer. CFO Ashley Grofenberger, and on and on. Everyone in this room is officially thanked. So, while I know we all wish we were at a parade right now, we get to be inside and warm, and we're also looking forward to a summer that will be filled with excitement, filled with a different kind of football. But before we get to that, congratulations to the Patriots on a fantastic season, and congratulations to the Seahawks, the City of Seattle, and Mayor Katie Wilson on their victory. A deal's a deal, and so as part of our friendly wager, Boston 26 and their Seattle host committee had gotten in on the fun with the mayors. And so after Sunday, Boston 26 and the city of Boston will be sending kids from Seattle to one of their World Cup matches out there. So I want to thank again both the host committees for being such great partners and giving young people the chance to watch their heroes play. Thank you, Neil, for helping make that happen, and Mike and everyone. Speaking of watching heroes play, those kids won't be the only ones getting that opportunity this summer. The world's greatest athletes are headed to Boston, and we're going to make sure all of our residents and visitors have the chance to experience the magic of the World Cup right here in our city. Today, the city, our partners at the state, and Boston 26 are thrilled to announce that our official FIFA World Cup Fan Festival will be held right in the heart of our city, right outside the most beautiful building in the city, on City Hall Plaza. Look like. With the partnership of the City Council over many years and Eamon from our facilities team and Chief Irish, we renovated City Hall Plaza just a few years back precisely so that it could be the gathering space that has been needed. We look forward to hosting many, many large community events, but this one will truly be special. Thousands of residents and visitors will gather to cheer on their teams downtown, bringing energy, economic investment, and a global spotlight to our businesses and communities. Hosting the World Cup is a fantastic opportunity to show off our entire city and the best of Boston to the people from all around the world who will be showing up, and to highlight the small businesses and our local communities and neighbors who make up our city every day. So while the Fan Festival will be downtown, we'll be activating all of Boston for the games. We'll host watch parties at FanFest and across the neighborhoods and invite local businesses to join in the celebration. We're also planning to elevate the city's annual block party grants to really reflect the scale and excitement of our country's 250th anniversary and the World Cup this summer, so it's going to be big. We're developing a themed block party kit to supplement the grants and to help all of our communities join in the fun in the exact way that will reflect our cultures, every generation, and every part of the city. More details will be shared soon, but we're excited to create opportunities for residents to tap into the joy of the World Cup right in their own neighborhoods, in addition to coming to City Hall Plaza. This is the chance of a lifetime to show the world that Boston is a home for everyone, that we are a welcoming city, that we are excited day in and day out to open our doors to visitors from across the globe and to reflect all of the cultures that make up our incredible community. So thank you again to the teams at the city and our regional and state partners who have been working so hard over the last year and a half to get all the details right so that we could get that letter of intent signed and move forward with what will be an incredible experience. I especially want to thank our public safety and transportation teams. A lot of this has been the logistics and planning for a huge, large-scale event of incredible complexity. And so we appreciate all that's gone into it and all that is still to come on that end. It is because of you that we're ready to make the World Cup a safe and enjoyable experience for all residents and visitors. So thank you so much again to the governor, to all my colleagues in government, and Boston 26 for making this happen. We are counting down the days, and there's a lot to do before then. But please know that we are full steam ahead, up and running. And in addition to this this celebration on the plaza, we are looking to reach out and make sure that every neighborhood gets in on the fun. So to our business owners and community leaders and anyone who has an idea, if you're interested in pitching in, please reach out, and we'll make sure that we get everyone involved in those efforts. Okay, I'm going to make sure we get connected for our Spanish-speaking residents as well, but also wanted to thank and recognize that we've been joined by City Councilor Brian Worrell and City Councilor Ritsu Lijen. Thank you for all that you both have been doing. Buenas tardes. Hoy, la ciudad, nuestros socios en el estadio de Boston 26 están encantados de anunciar que nuestro festival oficial de la Copa Mundial, Fan Festival de la FIFA, será en la Plaza de la Alcaldía. Renovamos la Plaza de la Alcaldía precisamente para que pudiera tener grandes eventos comunitarios como este. Miles de residentes y visitantes se reunirán para animar a sus equipos en el centro de la ciudad, aportando energía, actividad comunitaria, actividad económica y un foco global a nuestros negocios y comunidades. Organizar la Copa Mundial es una oportunidad fantástica para mostrar lo mejor de nuestra ciudad. Y mientras el Fan Festival será en la plaza, estaremos activando todo Boston para los Juegos. Organizaremos fiestas de observación en el Fan Festival y en nuestros vecindarios, e invitaremos a empresas locales a unirse a nosotros en la celebración. También estamos planeando elevar nuestras subvenciones de fiestas de bloque para reflejar la escala y la emoción del aniversario 250 de nuestro país y la Copa Mundial. Pronto se compartirán más detalles, pero estamos entusiasmados de crear oportunidades para que los residentes aprovechen la alegría de la Copa Mundial directamente en sus vecindarios. Esta es una gran oportunidad para mostrarle al mundo que Boston realmente es un hogar para todos. Estamos orgullosos de ser una ciudad acogedora y estamos emocionados de abrir nuestras puertas a visitantes de todo el mundo. Thank you so much, and now I get to pass it on to Governor Maura Healey.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mayor Wu, and huge thanks to you and to your team, all the folks across the city who work so hard day in and day out, and who I know, particularly over the next 120 days, are going to be working so hard with so many to bring this wonderful opportunity to light. Also, the mayor is generous in sending kids to games. Congratulations to the great state of Washington. We're going to be sending out a bunch of real New England chowder and also a lot of Dunkins. I think that is my obligation at this point. Thank you to Lieutenant Governor Driscoll and members of our team. Thank you to Chair Michaelwitz and to Martha Sheridan and all the folks at Meet Boston. And also thank you to Boston 26 and Mike Loyne and the entire team who have joined us today and have been working hard at all of this. And Dion in particular, thank you for all that you're doing. Are you responsible for this too? This is going to be good. Or the implementation, the vision. Doesn't it look great? I can't wait. I can't wait. To members of the City Council, good afternoon. Look, this is super, super exciting. We're coming off a big sports weekend. There's no greater sports town in all of America than Boston. I'm looking out at you, pitchers and catchers report in 2 weeks, right? And then just a short while after that, we're going to have the world descend on Massachusetts and here in Boston to celebrate what is an incredible spectacle, an incredible event, and that is the World Cup. I love the World Cup. I love the World Cup as a former soccer player. I love the World Cup because of what it represents. It's people from all over the world and people from around the world not only coming to celebrate, but playing and competing and in what is truly a universally loved and appreciated sport, and it's certainly one that's appreciated here in Massachusetts. We'll see fans who'll be cheering on in a multitude of languages, surrounding themselves with family and friends, gathering in arenas and restaurants and spaces and everywhere across the state, including here in our great City Hall Plaza to watch their home countries play. This is a historic gathering place right here in the heart of our great capital city, the hub. a place where for a long time people have expressed collective passions, where we've celebrated strength and diversity, where we've certainly celebrated a number of sports. I know that at City Hall Plaza, what folks are going to find will be terrific live entertainment, local food, interactive experiences for everyone, young and old, to enjoy. People will be outside, able to watch matches and cheering on their favorite teams together. We also know that that this Fan Fest is going to give people an opportunity to come from all over Massachusetts, which is great, to enjoy this experience and to gather safely together. In addition to all of the wonderful things that World Cup brings to us as fans, it also gives us an incredible economic opportunity, both for the city as well as for the state. We'll be hosting 7 matches in Foxborough, and as a result, we're expecting the tournament to bring in over 2 million in international visitors to Massachusetts alone. That's a lot of people. Over $1 billion, as Martha mentioned, of economic impact. It's a huge, huge opportunity for all of us. And so as a result, you can imagine we've been coordinating extensively, making sure that transportation is set, security is set, coordinating with all of our international partners and all of our local partners here as well. I also want to recognize John Barros from the Convention Center, who's here with us today. All sorts of coordination is taking place at the local and state level. The MBTA is working in close partnership with Boston 26 and with our partners in Boston and in Foxborough, so that we are delivering a coordinated, safe, and accessible transportation plan for these matches. So regardless of whether you're fortunate enough to be going to a game in Foxborough or enjoying events here in City Hall Plaza, we want to make sure that everybody has an awesome opportunity to enjoy and experience what truly is a world-class event that doesn't just come around all that often. So I want to thank the city. I want to thank Boston 26 for your partnership in ensuring that we have a super fun, super exciting Fan Fest. And now I'd like to turn it over to Chairman Aaron Michaelwitz, who will be able to enjoy this just walking up the hill from his house, right? It's going to be great.
Thank you, Governor. I know the Speaker and the Senate President made some bets with their colleagues out in Washington, but I was smart enough, maybe lucky enough, not to make any bets, so I don't owe anybody anything after Sunday, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm thankful to be here today. I'm thankful for the work that's being put in to get us to what is going to be one of the memorable and historic events that we have here in Massachusetts, and particularly here in Boston. And, you know, it's important that we get it right. We're putting on a show for the world to see. Everyone's going to be coming from all over, from different countries, from all over different states in the United States. But certainly we want to make sure that we put our best foot forward and make sure that we are putting on a show for everyone to see us for the city and for the state that we are. And to do that, you know, we have to create some centralization. And that is why it's very important for us to have a Fan Fest. Let's be honest, tickets are not cheap to go to these games. And not everyone is going to be able to get a chance to go to Foxborough to see either their country play or just to participate in all the festivities. And it is important for us to make sure that we are creating a dynamic for folks to be able to get in to see something, enjoy the experience, be part of it. It is going to be centralized right here at City Hall Plaza. I know we're talking about doing some other things across the city and across the state, but to have something centralized like this, I think, is going to be very valuable, not just for the people that are coming here, but for Massachusetts residents and for residents of the city of Boston. So I want to thank the governor for her leadership. I know that a portion of the money that we passed in the most recent supplemental budget is going to go directly towards this Fan Fest. And so we are very thankful for your leadership, Governor, and for the leadership of the legislature, all my colleagues. I know Chris is here, but I know there are many others that were participating in making sure that we, again, put some more money into this. And, obviously this thing is going to cost money, so we have a lot of work to do. We still have a lot of stuff that we have to iron out. Luckily, we have so much time available to us at this point, but we're going to get there, and we're going to make it work, and I know it's going to be a team effort here. And speaking of that team, I'm very grateful and thankful for the mayor, and her team and her leadership team that has put this, that's hosting and is going to be a big part of keeping this, working and accessible to all. I'm very looking forward to seeing all different types of games, all different types of countries that are coming here. But obviously, we know the United States' games are on the West Coast, so we have maybe some late games that are going to happen here over for folks to view at the Plaza. So by all means, make sure you take advantage of all the restaurants that are right down the street here to my left before you go and watch the United States play here at FanFest. So thank you all for the continued effort. And of course, that partnership is not anything without Boston FIFA here for 2026. And I want to invite Mike Lloyd up to say a few words. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Chairman, Governor, Lieutenant Governor, Mayor Wu. It was 2018 when the U.S., Mexico, and Canada together as the North American bid won the right to host the World Cup. It was 22 when Boston was selected across a number of cities, so 11 cities in the U.S. Boston was one. This is an incredible position to be as a state, as a city. If you think about this event, at the quarterfinal, every event of our 7 matches will match the Super Bowl in viewership. And at the quarterfinal, we'll have over 1 billion viewers. 1 billion viewers watching Boston, watching Massachusetts. That's a moment in time that we may never have again. If you watch the Super Bowl, you saw the beauty shots of San Francisco, those gorgeous shots that you will see in Boston. And you'll see this energy in the center of the city sort of ignite in sort of this wonderful quilt of humanity, of the Tartan Army, our French friends, the Ghanese population. You'll see all of this come together, and in a sort of fabric of what's great about Massachusetts and what's great about Boston, that we come together. And so this Fan Fest really becomes that anchor for us. I'm so grateful for the support of the state, of the city, of Meet Boston, of the legislature, sorry, part of the state, I guess. I don't know, I'm really not into that. But, yes, sir. But for us, this is going to be one very special moment. And for our local residents to come and to celebrate together, it will be something very special. So, I want to thank everyone for the energy that we put in to date, for the energy that we'll expend, because 10% of the time gets 90% of the work done, and that's what we have to do right now, is sort of do everything that's all of the tough things that always have to be done. I've done 10 Olympic Games, so I've seen this before. This is exactly where we should be, and I'm very appreciative. Thank you, Mark.
Thank you to everyone. By the way, I think I had the most pricey bet with my counterpart in Seattle. I'm shipping lobster rolls to Seattle tomorrow, so I wish it was Duncan. Anyway, it would be a little better on the budget. So we are now available for a few questions, if there are any questions.
Do you have dates, like how long will the Fan Fest be, and exactly when's it going to be? Sure.
We've just appointed Dimsey as our event management company. That happened last week. Dimsey is the operations team that works very closely with the iconic Boston Marathon and BAA. We'll be spending the next month working through that to make sure that we deliver the best experience possible. We have a gap between the round of 32 event and the quarterfinals, so the 6th and 7th match. We have to make sure that we can work on that operationally. So we imagine something like 16 days, but to be honest, we just want to make sure that we're both fiscally responsible and we make the right balance between experience and the population that's coming here. Also, what happens really is the group stage in that round of 32. You have a lot of international visitors in, And then when you hit the quarterfinal, it sort of spreads out. So, we want to balance that so the local businesses also have that experience. They can be absorbed into the hospitality infrastructure that exists. So, sorry, it's a long-winded way of saying we're hoping for somewhere around 16 days, and we'll be announcing that in March.
Maybe envision like a pitch out there where people can kick a ball in the net and that type of thing?
Yeah, we'll have we anticipate having a sort of have-a-go area, sort of playground as FIFA refers to it. We're working through the details of that, but yeah.
Is there a cost estimate yet?
No, so certainly we're working through the different funding mechanisms over this period of time. We'll be weighing, how that looks, but it'll be a combination of public and private funding. We anticipate really having some answers for you in March.
If you could respond to the Foxborough town officials sort of made their position clear this week, where they said they're not willing to front money for these matches and are sort of saying that, they may not grant the entertainment license. Are they going to get their money up front?
Yeah, we're working through that right now, and I think there's answers for all of it. We were on the phone last night with Paige and Bill. Paige is the town manager, and Bill Yukna is the select board chair. So we were on the phone with them last night. We've been in detailed conversations with FIFA and the stadium on this, and I think we'll come to a very good conclusion. This morning I was meeting with public safety officials of the town. So the answer is I think we'll have all of that done. It takes a few days. This licensing process is always difficult. The stadium's been doing it for many years, so it's nice and easy. But this one's not so easy. We have about a bunch of complicated issues we're facing. So the answer is I'm comfortable that we'll be there. We have a meeting in another week with them. Select board meeting where we anticipate, almost all of the details being wrapped up. We have another month before then that sort of final submission date is in place.
Mike, without a guarantee of all the state funds that you're seeking, will you be able to execute the full vision of the Fan Fest and all the other fan celebrations?
Yeah, that's a good question, Michael. I think that's what this month will tell us. I can't guarantee you, for example, this hospitality area will be exactly like that. It's not only funding, it's timing to get all of the visuals properly done. So, with the team and Dimsey, has some great partners, including Interstate and Peak, who are, great at sort of developing these. So it'll take us the month, really, to get into the absolute detail. But happy to entertain any conversations as we've had in the past.
New York, New Jersey Fan Fest is talking about charging $10 in admission fees. Is that something that's on the table here?
No, we are really determined to make it free at this point. I'll look around because we do have to fund it, but at this point, our goal is to make this a free experience.
Could you address how you plan to address security for the Fan Fest? Are you envisioning this being a gated thing where you're checking bags, that kind of thing?
Yeah, our goal would be yes. The security, certainly we have a security working group, executive working group that meets regularly and has been meeting for almost 2 years now. We anticipate there'll be have to be those protections in place, and we're working with our partners.
For folks to come to these events?
We don't anticipate that. We don't have concerns at this date, although we're working FIFA is spending quite a bit of time with the U.S. government around the structure of those the travel and immigration. So at this point, we're very comfortable that we should be all right. All right. I'm sorry.
Introduce. Do you want to say a few words, Chief Irish? You've been working on this for a very long time.
Sure. Thanks, Martha. I'd like to take this opportunity to really uplift and thank the team who have been working so hard for over a year with Boston 26 on planning for the things that we know of. And now that we know FanFest is solidified, that'll be something that we'll turn to next. But the Boston Police Department, Transportation Departments, our special events team, property management. There are so many people who have been working really hard to make sure that this is an experience that all the visitors are going to be excited about and want to come back to Boston. But the team has also been very intentional in thinking how are ways that we can engage our neighborhoods so that everyone is a part of it, whether you come downtown to FanFest or you're home in East Boston, that there's a way that we want to make sure everyone, celebrates the World Cup. So we welcome any additional ideas that folks have. I also want to thank the governor and the mayor for their leadership on this. They've been pushing real hard to make sure this happens, and so we're very excited to be here today to make this announcement.
Thank you. That's all for today, but as Mike mentioned, there will be updates forthcoming in the coming weeks or months, so stay tuned. It's going to be a fabulous time for the city of Boston and the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Thank you.